All right, we are getting very close to the end. Let me just pull up a video transition. And we shall begin. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda alongside North Grizz, or Blythe Load, and Sir Bob to announce the final fur results. I decided to quickly just mute the chat before we get started, or well, before I close the polls, and then once I do, we can all go wild while I release the actual results. But yeah, since we have like 1 minute, it's like I don't think y'all are gonna be saddened by missing them for 1 minute. Hopefully not. But yep, we are just about there to the end, and this is going to determine who makes the finals and the third place matches. Got some exciting ones coming. Some that are close, and I didn't see the results until today because I completely forgot about them. And it is 5 o'clock. We are closing them. 915. It is too late now for anybody who tried to vote last second. So 9:15, not 9:22. That would have been hilarious if we got 7 more just to do that joke. But hey, 9:22 isn't in the final for this year. Maybe next year. But anyway, let us join the rest of the chat and introduce him. All right, folks, you all are unmuted now. So yeah, I'm here with North Grizz and Sir Bob.
Yeah, thanks for having us here.
It's great to see you all again. And yeah, any thoughts on our final fur this year? We got some very interesting matchups. Some that I totally didn't expect. Some near upsets in the process of it all. I am actually doing a little bracket preview if you want. I'll kind of do it one by one and just, yeah, share your thoughts on how we got here. So this is our first one, starting off with the niche. Want to take it away, Bob?
Oh, sure. I was just gonna comment on, wow, 2 people voted within like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, talk about last minute papers and all that.
Yeah, we could have more upsets this time around if either Wes or Remus wins. Man, I wasn't expecting limits to only have one contender make it to the final because like their seeding basically took up almost all of the top 8.
Really, it was shocker that, and I'm surprised Distant Travels didn't even make the final 4. Like I thought it was just gonna be Limits versus Distant Travels characters. I totally did not expect In Case of Emergency and Place to Call Home to, yeah, come in, but it seems like they have very positive reviews from what I've heard and from the thumbnails I've seen of people playing them on YouTube. It does seem like an interesting story. Need to play it.
Yeah, they're both ones I have to check out myself. I haven't seen them yet.
Right.
Just put it on the list, the March Madness winners column.
Indeed. Yep. I am currently verifying, so if y'all are wondering why I'm taking a little longer than usual, these matches are extra official. Yep. That I just wanted to make sure that my program worked to count properly, because I refreshed it at like 4 o'clock, and I'm like panicked. I'm worried that if I refreshed it now and it didn't work, it would only go up to 4 o'clock, and if something was like really, really close, it would just be like not there.
The only thing I know about A Place to Call Home is that there's like a lot of references to other popular furry visual novels. I think at one point Filio dons an Amicus cosplay at some point.
Oh gosh, love it. So is it like, does it take place in a universe where it's like all the like the main visual novels are like visual novels and not like in trying to figure out how to explain it. How it's like the real world to them, and the visual novels are the fictional stories within them. Or are any of them like kind of counterpart where they take place in the same universe?
See, the answer is I don't know.
Maybe I should have done more research.
The only thing I know is like at some point the guy goes, "Oh, it looks like we're walking in circles," but
Gosh, I have something to look forward to then. All right. We seem to have our results refreshed. And yeah, so we should be pretty much good to go. I'm just going to hit that good refresh page.
anyways, first match coming up, Grand Limits versus West from In Case of Emergency. Once again, we have as one of the voters has donned tiger on tiger violence.
Kind of scary in my opinion. Oh man, didn't realize how wide this was gonna be. Shoot, apologies. Gotta just the window.
We got 915 responses. Woo!
Ooh, spooky. Indeed. I didn't think it was gonna get this big. Literally, the dang border is actually like too wide for a normal. Like it's peeking into the comments.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, that ain't looking too good on the stream. Sorry folks for getting in the way of your comments. Oh boy. But I am almost ready. And yes, we have 915 responses in total throughout all of them, but this one, fun fact, has 752 for the first one.
I guess they don't call it niche for nothing.
Really? Anyway, I'm going to drag Bob on over here to give our results. Get out of studio mode. Whoosh. Bob's on my face.
Woo!
Whee! And I move my face out of the way. And we shall be pretty good to go in a second. All right, the stage is yours.
Do a countdown.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Wait. I don't know why I just clicked. The suspense is real. And I am ready now. All right, you're good.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. It always
Oh,
does on the first match.
Oh, right, that.
There we go. Whoa.
And
I was not expecting this.
Look at West take off.
West is winning. Are we just gonna straight up have an upset at the very beginning? First seed upset.
Really? That'd be crazy. Wouldn't that be like our first time a 1 seed hasn't made the final?
I think it would be.
Dang.
Yeah, like not counting last year's best girl bracket, I think. Wait, no.
No, that was. I think it was like the 2 seed that didn't.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just strange. Like, really big lead from West in the beginning, like you said. But who knows? We're only halfway through. Could be anybody's game.
West certainly seems to have a lot of fans here. I have not played the VN, so I can't comment on him.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, I don't know what gives West the great power to almost double Grant's vote count.
I honestly don't know.
He really broke out the seed expectations, huh?
Really did. It seemed like our 12 seeds in general surprised us. There was some fluke this year.
What are the other 12 seeds again?
I'm trying to think of who it was for the middleweight. Oh no, heavyweight, it was Coach Gill who was in the final for.
Oh, right. And then in middleweight, it's either Axel or Cooper.
Yeah, one of those two. But yeah, this is insane. Up by 200 votes.
The power of 12.
Jeez.
Did I tell y'all about like a group of friends, like one of the players playing D&D, and like whenever they roll 12, it's like they always barely fail at whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah, it's like 13's always like the DC, I think, with that. I mean, not like always, but yeah, it's typically DC. Forget what it stands for. I just know it's DC because I hear my dungeon master mention that all the time. Well, that flew by fast. All right, you want to give me the results?
We have our winner. Wes is going to the finals next round, and Grant will be competing for third.
All right, with 474 votes to 278, correct?
So, yeah, our first seed is knocked out. Quite a surprise.
Shocker. No. Well, our one seeds had a bit of a scare, I think, earlier, but not like this. I didn't expect Rand to be fine for third. I thought he was gonna really like run away with it, and even Roderick, who lost in the quarterfinals, like top two seeds really did not. They were not safe in this bracket. And reminder: always start the beginning. No spoiler. We only have 2 matches. If I spoil the other one, that would be terrible.
I mean, Remus, the other in case of emergency character, is the one who took out Roderick, if I recall.
I think you're right. He was the 10th seed.
In case of emergency, just top seed limit eaters.
I guess so. Who knows? Maybe they're up and coming novels. Maybe they'll really, really kick in next year.
All right. Well, here goes Filio versus Remus. Match 2 of the final 4. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
What a start. Very hefty
40,
start from Filio.
50, 52.
Seems like Filio's really taking a good lead, but Remus not too far behind. Maybe we might have an in case of emergency final. Oh.
Yeah, they're keeping approximately the same distance, but it's not far enough to run away with it.
Yeah, it's like Filio had a good start, but 70, just as I say that,
80
takes a little gap.
85, 84,
ahead of it.
87.
319.
85.
We got code 319.
Well, like, you know, with the massive response size, turns out getting to 340 isn't actually a guaranteed win.
Surprising.
Believe it or not.
Who would have known that for the final for, like, this many people would vote? Like, I was worried because last year, less people voted throughout the year, like, throughout the bracket rounds. Like, it got, like, lower and lower to, like, I forget if it was, like, 200 or 100 something by the final rounds. Like, it was the inverse of what happened this year. So we got some...
apparently at least, like, 700 people voted for a niche department. So, like, at least that amount of people were voting. I mean, people were probably very split on Lyle versus Cooper and Axel versus Oswald.
Yeah, middleweight's gonna be very terrifying.
Yes. And, you know, heavyweights are always attention attractors.
Yeah. Even middleweights, I mean, I feel like as we keep having the years come on, maybe these niche weights are gonna be like really, really intense too.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure if I should have called them newcomers or niche or whatever, because like some of them may be older novels, but they just are less recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think niche works better since it's about familiarity rather than
well, look at the time. You're right.
Anyways, Filio won!
Hey! Oh my god.
So the champion I mean, the final round's going to be Filio versus Wes. And for third place, Remus versus Gran.
Perfect. Had to type that in. For some reason, my bracket had weird percentage things going on. Nice. And as I reset the things, the thingamabobs, let's take a little preview of our final matchups. Like you said, Wes and Filio, Gran and Remus. And here's our little honorary podium. Who will make it?
Who will get medals photoshopped onto their sprites?
Very well photoshopped by me. That's the fun part about this. Making fan art of just putting medals on top of the character sprites.
Yeah, playing their band's title screen music as you do so.
Yeah, like they do for the Olympics. Yeah, at least I didn't do it for the quarterfinals. Much better now that I'm just doing it for like the actual medal ceremony.
Yeah, we've multiplied the number of people in the final for.
Yeah, it's gotten bigger. We've gotten more organized, as you can clearly tell.
I'd hate to predict who goes through and wins this one, given that upset with Gran there, right? I would not like to put any money on anyone getting the first place here.
I mean, personally, my money is on Lyle, but, I could be wrong. I always betted against Cooper, so I could be wrong again.
Are we referring to middleweight or niche? Sorry, I was not paying attention. I had to update the...
I was talking about middleweight.
Gotcha.
In terms of niche, I betted it on... I think it was like... I wasn't sure what to bet on for Gran versus West, to be honest. I only put like a slight probably Gran. I was wrong about that.
Right.
And then like a slight probably Filio.
Right.
I was right about that, but not by as much.
Mm-hmm. But before we go on to the middleweight, do you all blah 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 blah? Do y'all have any predictions for our final matches? Third place and our champions match. Who do you think's gonna prevail? 1 minute speed run. Go.
Wes. Wes and Remus. I'll go with those two.
Okay. All right. So I am going to hand things over. I am setting that wrong window. I'm setting things up. That is our middleweight division, and I will be handing things over to our lovely live load, better known as North Grizz here, to handle our middleweight as I drag his sprite art to the left corner. Take it away.
Thanks, Dirk, and thanks, Bob, for covering for the niche bracket there. That's a good job.
Yep.
This is going to be another very interesting match, I think. It's Remember the Flowers, we have Cooper against Lyle from Lyre. And I'd have thought, maybe this will be a little less worrying. I think I can know who's going to go through. But after we just saw Gran go out there in the niche bracket, I'm not so sure anymore. You might be surprising us with these results.
Yeah, I'm just worried for everybody's case here. And not everybody will
Cooper,
get a medal.
Yeah. Could it be Cooper? Could it be Lyle?
Let's see. Somebody
Okay,
put a water gun next to the and their comments, so it's like pointing at Cooper. No bias there. And then there's a Go Lyle comment right below it. Oh, you people.
Yeah, that's essentially.
In the chat.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. Let's not delay any longer, Dirk. Let's find out the results.
Got it. Here we go. Oh.
Okay, Lyle takes the race, and Cooper's back in the lead, and Lyle's back in the lead now. Oh, it's still very close. There's not much in this, but Lyle is holding his lead by now. Just slightly inching ahead of Cooper here. But again, we said there's so many votes in this. We're not going to predict anything till we get to the end of this time.
Mm-hmm.
But Lyle is definitely pulling ahead now. Mm-hmm. It's getting close to 100 votes ahead. Not quite, though. Cooper is keeping in with that. He is not letting anything go here. But
Indeed.
Lyle has now hit the 100 vote ahead of Cooper. Now, could he keep it, or could there be a late dash from the Cooper fans?
Indeed.
Anything could happen.
Personally, I hope not.
No bias there.
Just smash the because I don't like the other guy reason, and that's it.
Yes, I hate the other characters. They both seem very likable, though, right? Like, Lyle seems pretty likable from what I've heard. I don't know too much about Cooper, but Remember the Flowers does have some pretty good, like, work behind it, I hear. Or at least good composer, art, etc., etc.
You clearly have not read the type prompt reason I voted for this character for the Cooper matchups, have you?
I had just opened up the responses this afternoon. I am looking forward to seeing what responses are. Oh my goodness, what a jump.
So, wow, it was a big surge from Lyle there. Cooper was starting to inch
Jeez.
forward, but Lyle has just gone forward again. Oh,
Today is the... Yeah, yesterday everybody just voted. Holy crap.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Yeah, going ahead. Okay. Is Lyle going to break the 500 mark here, I wonder?
Oh my goodness, that might
He's
be the
getting
most
close.
we've ever had. Oh!
Yeah, he does it. And he's still going ahead. There we go, to final results in this match one of the middleweight contest. With 506 votes to 342, Lyle beats out Cooper.
Thank you so much, Chris. And let's see.
And our first seed is making it to the final two.
Yeah. We can't really get creative with our names now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, what do we call them? The terrible two?
Woo.
The two. Oh my god.
Okay. And who will go up against Lyle for the title of Best Man of 2022?
Well, we get another upset.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So we have a second Remember the Flowers character here. It's Axel. And he's gone up against Oswald from Eden's Reach.
Here we go.
I'm kind of worried about this one.
Me too. It's so good.
So, yeah, anything could happen in this match, I think. So, 3, die, Ian, go.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow, Axel's taking a bit of a lead. He's still holding it. Oh, pulling ahead of Oswald. This is quite a surprise to me, actually.
Oh, this...
Even though it wasn't sure to expect. I thought Oswald was going to do better than this.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be close.
Yeah, so Axel is ahead there, but no, Oswald is not letting this go.
He's keeping good pace. Who knows? Maybe we might have a last-second upset.
Yeah, well, we are nowhere near that last burst of votes we saw from yesterday, so who knows? He's definitely staying in this race here. Okay, Axel's just gone over the 300 mark, but Oswald is not that far behind.
Indeed.
Yeah, no. 30-point difference isn't that big when you're in the triple digits. I mean,
not at all.
300s.
Yeah, it's all relativity.
Yeah, Axel's just inching slightly ahead there. Oswald is definitely keeping in it. I think this could be a closer match than our previous one, but we will find out. It's staying pretty close at the moment. As I say, it's 40 votes in it.
Have either of you two played Remember the Flowers or Eden's Reach?
I've played Eden's Reach.
Yeah, everything in Eden's Reach. I'm working my way through Remember the Flowers. I haven't met Axel yet, though.
Oh, didn't know it comes later. This would be surprising if he wins and Cooper doesn't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, moving forward. This is still really close here.
Oh my gosh.
And there's that extra little leap, but not.
Yeah.
Oh, they both do.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh boy, this. Okay, Axel's gone over 400 here.
Jeez, they're both like.
Oh.
Yeah. Oswald is catching up a bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, 20, 19, 19.
Wow.
18, 17,
Oh, this is going to be a
14,
close result.
14,
Oh boy. Oh man.
19, 20.
Oh,
Oh my
dang.
gosh. Axel almost got 420, my man.
Ah, so close.
20 votes. That was all the difference there was there. So, for Remember the Flowers, Axel goes through and goes up against Lyle. In the final, Oswald will be going against Cooper from Remember the Flowers for third place.
Interesting. A 2-seed upset. 1 versus 11. All we got are ones in the finals. There.
Close race
Final
there.
for the time for high seed upsets, it seems, what with Grand losing.
Yeah, indeed. It seems like anything can happen at this point. So that's the niche, and let's bring it to the middleweight. So now, yeah, now let's give our little preview. Feel free to go ahead while I pop up the heavyweight on my end.
There we go. So, Remember the Flowers is going to get first, second, or third at this rate, it seems. Well, only one of them at least. So, Lyle from Liar will be going up against Axel from Remember the Flowers. For the top two places, one of them will be Best Boy Middleweight of 2022. And then for the third place position, the bronze medal, it's Oswald up against Cooper. Eaton's Reach versus Remember the Flowers. And after that showing, I am definitely not going to make any predictions here.
Indeed. I was surprised. I definitely thought it was going to be very close, like a Lyle Oswald match all the way in the finals. And yeah, to see it not happen. Like, even Oswald was in the lead at one point in the selection process. So, like,
Yeah,
Cooper and Axel both were dark horses.
My predictions have gotten less and less accurate as the rounds go on.
Yeah. So final state says that it's going to be a tough match as well for Oswald versus Cooper. That is way tougher than we expected.
And there could be some very, very close matches. It might potentially between Lyle and Axel just coming to a few votes less than we saw in that last match there.
Yeah. Strange this year we haven't had to implement the tiebreaker yet, but who knows? We got really close the other time when it was like 2-vote difference.
I mean, I think some of those ties were like really hard to choose for me specifically, so part of me is glad that they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that might be nice. Yeah, you can see 51 to 49%. That's unbelievable. Yeah. All right. With that, I will take over the heavyweight. Thank you so much, Grizz. I'm bringing it over. Match 1. And here we go, the big fighters. So, I'm dragging myself over. Sorry, Grizz. Let's move you all out of the way. I don't know why I feel like I'm on an awkward business call with like the awkward silences on my end. I'm like, I should be more organized than this, but hey, this is all for fun, right? Be too stressful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you're doing fine.
Well, thanks. But yep, now I got it ready. We have the heavyweight division. Here we go. 2 interesting matchups that did not expect it. We got a battle of the very sexually charged characters here for our first match. On the top half of this matchup, from Afterclass, the basketball coach of our college and university, trying to get us to join his team and join us in more ways than one. He is Coach Gill. He is going up against the Kimi ambassador from Adastra, the second in line for that emperorship on Kimia. It is Neferu. This is going to be quite an interesting choice of matches. Like, definitely could see favorites going either way. I did not even expect Coach Gill to be here with the matchups he had. He had some surprising upsets with Lin Hu. Let me pull up the rest of the matches he got upset. He was here in the bottom. No, that is the middleweight.
You're looking at middleweight.
Indeed, I am. Yeah, he was in the bottom left here, and We totally did not expect it. We have the 1-2-3 combo of our heavyweights. Perfect record into the top Final Four. But here was our Wild West. We had Macon in there that got upset. We had Jay's 2 socially awkward characters. And then a Nakajishi character. So, big novels there and big characters.
Mm-hmm.
Really surprised
Very
myself.
unexpected.
I mean, you could say the same about Cooper, like taking down Temptation's Ballad character, Temptation's Ballad character, Hakan, and now defeated by Lyle.
Yeah. But, I mean, with Coach Gill, he defeated, like, a legitimate top 4 opponent from the past 2 rounds and made it Lin Hu's worst record, or, well, worst appearance. So, that was shocking. But I will stay quiet now and start the first matchup. Let's see who takes it. Will it be Neferu's second year in a row in the finals, or will Coach Gill make a first appearance for After Class? Ooh, close start. Neferu takes a slight lead. Coach Gill still in it. As I say that, Neferu takes a bigger jump. 184, 136. 50 lead. Something more than that. It is almost a 100-vote difference, but it is still Coach Gill's game. We are still at the beginning stages of this.
100-vote difference.
Indeed. Yeah, we are starting to pass the 100-vote difference now. Looks like Neferu is keeping a giant lead now. This is 110, 120. This ain't looking too good for Coach Gill at this point, but then again, if we look at our ticker over there, it is still at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. on Tuesday or Wednesday. But Coach Gill ain't stopping. We got a lot of votes still for our Coach Gill.
We're even halfway there.
Yeah, we are nearly halfway there. And Neferu is about to surpass 400. Coach Gill about to surpass 300. This is probably the most that our winners and losers have received in a Final Four match. So, I bet if we took some of these like results from this year and compare them to previous years, they may have gotten more than our winners from other rounds, like both of them. Look at that. Still a 100-vote difference, but Coach Gill's still trailing along. Just over 105 votes in the lead for Neferu with 424, 427, 320 for Coach Gill. We are starting to slow down in votes. We are starting to hit the final stretch. So we hit the last point. We are hitting Friday. This is where we had our huge jump in votes. Gill had a little jump there. Ooh, big jump there.
Oh, there we go.
Another big jump. Wow, 469. Nice. 100-vote difference exactly. Here we go. Keeps on going. Will Neferu break the 500-yard barrier? And will Coach Gill break 400? They both look very promising for it. Oh, Neferu's starting to slow down. Maybe not. Coach Gill has a better shot. Oh, as I say that, Neferu makes a little last effort. Coach Gill breaks 400. Neferu just at the end there cannot do it, but he still wins the match with 494 votes to Coach Gill's 400. And just to double check, that is 894 in total. Still a pretty good division of it. That is 55% to 45. So may have not looked too close in the immediate race, but we could see here that percentage-wise, pretty dang close. The bars show it. So this will be Neferu's second consecutive finals appearance and second consecutive finals appearance as the number 1 seed. And this will be After Classes and Coach Gill's first appearance in a medal match, period. So we are all rooting everybody on here, but we might have some firsts here. Maybe Neferu will be able to hold off that number 1 seed to finally claim his title. Or will it be our winner from this side of the bracket? This is going to be an interesting match. 2 of our rough and tough characters here. I cannot tell you who's won because I've seen surprising wins from both of these candidates. So here in the top half of the bracket from far beyond the world, he is the Butcher of Avalon. It is Volgor. And he is going up against the Sheriff of Echo in the year of 1915. From the Smoke Room, it is William. Interesting matchup. Let's just see, like, this is the Smoke Room's first appearance in the Final Four, and Far Beyond the World's second year in a row in the Final Four, although it was Rannoch last year who eventually took it all and won the whole thing. But hey, at least with this year, could be a new state. Maybe it'll be Volgor's turn to shine. Maybe we'll have something new. Maybe the Smoke Room will take its first time to shine in the final round. Maybe it will be their first medaling. Not sure why I punned it like that, but either way, we have never seen the Smoke Room medal, and they've been in the bracket all 3 years. Far Beyond the World, relatively newer, started last year and was still kind of on the up and coming. Let's see who takes the final spot in the finals and who will have to fight for a chance at a medal against Coach Gill. Here we go. Ooh! Oh my goodness. What a lead from William. He is absolutely running away with this at the beginning. Here we go. 268 to 88. 285. Passing the 300 mark, and it's only the second day. Wow. Look at William go. Who would have guessed he would have taken it this far? 391. He is about to break 400. Oh my goodness. He is out of this world right now. Most of our candidates were struggling to even get there on the last day. He is already doing it on day 2.
Is he gonna win with a 300-point difference?
Jeez.
Seriously, who would have thought with 300? Oh. Hey, Vaughn. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, we were just on the final match here.
Well, I was here. I got here in time for the match before.
Ah, cool.
So
great to see you there. But yep, it is very... Oh my goodness. William might have the most number of votes in a single match. Look at this. 510, 512 to Volgor's 215. Volgor still has a decent number of votes, but just in proportion to William's number. Oh my goodness. This is terrifying to see. At least for Volgor fans. Here we go. 533. I have never seen a 300 vote lead before. Bob may have mentioned it earlier. And who knows? Maybe it could get even bigger. Both have a jump here on this Friday. So Friday, somehow people just jumped to the punch. Look at, oh my gosh. Will William break 600 votes and be our first candidate to break the 600 vote barrier? He is starting to inch a little bit. Very slowly. He does, though. 603. My goodness. This is a nearly immaculate race from William. And that is it. The Smoke Room, for the first time in March Madness history, will get a medal. William, from the Smoke Room, advances to the final with 615 votes to Volgor's 284.
A massive difference.
Indeed. Talk about size
Very
difference. Oh, I had to say it. Well, good thing that...
I was expecting that much closer than it was. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to be I thought we were going to have a lot of back and forth for first place.
Same. I thought it was going to be Volgor who was going to upset William. I was really worried for William's sake.
Guess not.
Seriously, this is impressive, but looks like this year will be a first. It will be the first time that a single project's VNs, or at least creations, will be facing off against each other in the final match. It is an all Echo Project finals. But third place will still have some good representation with Coach Gill from Afterclass facing off Volgor from Far Beyond the World for third place. I cannot tell you who's going to win that match. And for first place, I'm not sure either. I am really actually hung up on this. Here is our updated bracket. Look at this. This is going to be unbelievable. I think in other brackets the 2 seed did not make it to the finals in some cases. Like, well, we saw it in the niche, but I think last year we may have seen it in the best girl bracket like Bob had mentioned. But yeah, this will be interesting. We seem to have 2 of our 3 1 seeds making it from heavyweight and middleweight. Meanwhile, we have how many upsets for the bottom half of the bracket? 1, 2, 3. Technically, if you count Remus as a 2 seed or at least his spot in it, like, no 2 seeds have made the finals this year, which is a huge contradiction to last year and the year before, where even the 2 seed won it all. Who was Amicus? Amicus was the 2 seed in the inaugural bracket.
Oh.
Crazy to think.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought Shoichi was the 2 seed.
Nah. I looked back at that and was like, I was actually blown away. Shuichi was the 1 seed that year. But yeah, they made the finals against each other, and Amicus really took a big lead or big win from that. So, yeah. At the end, it kind of seemed like it sorted itself out. But who would have known that our man that we've had to technically disqualify and only put in the champions bracket for the past 2 years was a 2nd seed initially. But yeah, this is crazy. Any thoughts on these final matches?
I'm personally just thinking, okay, well, whoever wins the finals will have to go into the champions round, and I wonder who will be there to challenge Rannoch and Amicus.
I'm okay. So we got Nefer versus William, and I don't know. This one is a hard one only because. For me, because, well, Neferu has less percentage compared to Coach Gill, and William has more percentage compared to... I don't know, this is hard. For me personally, my guess is I'm going to guess and say William's going to be best boy. I'm just guessing. I don't have no idea. I'm going to say William.
Hey, feel free to make your predictions. Yeah, this is tough. Like, I don't want to say who I'm voting for, because it's like, even then I have a tough time choosing, but it's kind of tough seeing, like, how Neferu had to face Amicus in the first year, 2020, of the bracket.
Yep, I remember that, yeah.
Then this year he comes in, and if he would have had to face Volgor, it would have been a repeat of facing a far beyond the world candidate. It's like, Neferu's been in this favored high seat many a time. Could this be his year? Like, in the 3rd year, will the 3rd year be his charm? Or will he get 2nd place in a row? Like, he seems to be promising for that. Like, he had a very massive, like, difference in votes when he was initially seeded as the 1 seed. But, yeah, seeing Williams' amazing performance in this last round is really interesting to see. Like, but then again, you haven't seen the 2 of them against each other. I can't recall if they've ever faced each other in the past. I don't think so. Maybe?
I think Amicus was up against Neferu, and then Amicus beat him.
Yeah, but I mean Neferu and William. Was last year, maybe? I'm not sure if Neferu faced William last year. Or the year before, is what I'm wondering.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Like, Magaru and Wolfram has an interesting comment about it, saying it would be a bit sad to see Neferu be 2nd best again, like he's perceived in his own setting. Kind of like how he is the 2nd in line for his emperorship, so you got the theming of that, which is kind of tragic. But then you also have Williams kind of rough backstory of him just having to kind of rough and tough it out with, like, family life. Like, we don't know all of it yet, but it's like...
I thought Neferu was, like, 13th in line.
Nah,
13th.
13th.
That's a little drastic there. What was it, like fifth in line, something like that? I
Nah,
think it was a little single digits, right?
yeah, that
I
was like
remember
second
he had
son.
like
Like,
a lot of siblings.
I didn't think. I don't think I was Nefero. I don't remember Dastra characters having like that many siblings.
Yeah, I think he had what he had, like 2 siblings.
Yeah, I think he has a
Nephro?
brother and a sister.
Yeah,
But
That's
that's
Amicus.
lore for
and I
another
think
time.
it's usually a patriarchal society, kind of.
Yeah, so he
That's
would be second in line
Amicus.
compared to that because I know he has like
Easy.
a brother that is the first in line.
Yeah,
But back to William, it's like he's had to leave his family and just like he wants to start a life anew. It's like you got that confusion of him being like, what's his value in this? Like, honestly, it feels kind of like American Idol comparing the battle of the tragic stories to each other to like see who will be the best. But if we want to go over to less tragic stories of things, like we can go over to Volgor and Coach Gill. It's interesting to even see Coach Gill having made it here.
I'm really surprised. I am very surprised. I'm gonna be honest with
But I get the feeling he might have a chance. Like he had a chance against Nefero. I think there could be a chance he could upset Volgor, but Volgor is still surprisingly strong. Like I thought Volgor personally was going to lose in the second round to Leo or even Samuel. Like Smoke Room and Echo characters, like big characters that maybe Leo may have not had as much likability in some stances, but Samuel, I thought, in terms of likability, was going to give him really, really close ones. So it's interesting to see like whether or not a character has a great likability or dislikability. It's like how strong their fan base is for it. So who knows who's going to take the medal in this one? Because whoever doesn't will just be one short, no medal. They will not be on this magical podium that I drew. And
Well, Gil certainly did better than Dave last year.
then who?
Or, like, Gil beat Linhu as opposed to Dave lost to Linhu.
Yeah. Now, yeah, Dave this year, he faced Samuel this year. So that was a pretty tight one. Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Dave definitely was underseeded this year. But yeah, that will be interesting. So that is going to be how our bracket looks for heavyweights. Once again, middleweight is this: Lyle and Axel for the finals, Cooper and Oswald for the bronze, and finally in the niche, Wes and Filio for the final, and then Gran and Remus for the bronze. Honestly, anybody's game with any of these matches, so quite exciting. Yeah,
it's going to be a very fun stream next weekend, finding out what the results are going to be.
seriously.
Oh, yes.
And if I have the time, I might try and pull out some of my favorite comments that I've received from the responses. Like, we have a lot of, like, everybody loved using the other section in the list of responses to type in their custom responses, and there were some really good ones. They're hilarious, but yeah. I might want to do like a little reward with like maybe on average who had the most liked or who was the most hot in terms of votes. I'll have to figure out how to code that and do that. But yeah, if I can, I'll do that. Otherwise, it'll just be another regular stream like this. But special.
I'm realizing it's possible for the entire champions bracket to be filled with wolves.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Because even Varissa like was the best girl champion last year, so she's a wolf too.
She's a wolf.
Yep. Just
Amicus, Rannoch, Marissa,
indeed.
William, Lyle, Philia.
Could
6
be.
wolves.
6 wolves.
Ah,
Wait. Who'd you say for the heavyweight? Because Nefero's a jackal, William's a coyote.
okay, never mind. Whoops.
Yeah, they're canines at least. Could be all canine. Still, quite impressive. Yeah. But anyway, that's all we got for tonight. So, keeping this one nice and brief and short, just because we're in the final rounds and not too much else other than just describing who's going to be in our final round, which opens at midnight Tuesday morning UTC. So, for anybody who is on Pacific Standard Time like me in America, that would be Monday the 28th at 5 p.m. For Eastern Standard, that would be Monday at 8, and then so on and so forth as you get closer to that standard UTC, Universal Time, whatever it's called. I just call it UTC because it sounds catchier. But yeah, get ready for that. In 24 hours, we're going to be starting that final round, and I'll probably do what I did like this round and not do like a whole opening stream, because I've kind of started to figure out that these opening streams really aren't much of a thing. I thought they'd be like good to prove officialness of it, but they're not that important. I'll post an announcement though when I do open the polls, so stay on the lookout. Monday night, Tuesday morning for whatever time zone you're on. And thank you to Fallen, Grizz, and Bob for joining me, and Takoro, who could not be here tonight.
Well, as always, it's been much fun to do this. I enjoy doing them.
Yes.
Hey.
Even your dog's
And
pretty...
my dogs are excited as well, apparently.
Indeed, they're really happy to see the canines in the...
Or the Amicus fan art.
Yes. Yeah, they're really excited for the champions round. Oh, Amicus in the background. Hey, Amicus. From my last stream. Somebody told me to put him in the... Yeah, someone told me to put him in the background for last stream, and so I did.
He's watching the competition.
He's looking... Yeah, he's seeing who his competition's going to be. He has to scout them. Well, anyway, we are going to conclude things for tonight, and thank you all so much for coming and watching tonight. And until next time, take care, folks.